guys, it's Katie here, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be speed building a Greek villa inspired house. The stereotypical Greek holiday villas tend to be very white and blocky. They're very clean looking and minimalist, so that's what I'm going to be aiming for in this build. So right now we're just getting down the basic shape of the house. You can see we're going to have a balcony outside, maybe a pool, and the roofs are all going to be flat to keep that square, blocky sort of vibe that Greek villas give off. We also have a balcony off the second floor, which you can go out and relax on, maybe do some people watching of the villa next door. And here we're just building the entryway to the house. I wanted the entry to be on the second floor because that's something that you tend to see a lot with Greek villas. They always have stairs leading up to the entranceway. And then I thought I'd add a white wall around the property for some privacy. I also just want to mention that I've never been to Greece, so if I'm way off here, I apologise for that. I'm just going off what sort of properties come up when you search for Greek villas, so please let me know if I'm anywhere near what they are actually like. So with that disclaimer out of the way, we're just putting in the last windows, and then I thought the all white building was a little bit boring, so I thought I'd add a pop of this light blue on the back wall. It took me forever to decide which tiles to use, which is why that was cut out, but you can see the final result there. And then I just moved the house forward a little bit so we had room for the pool, and then added this extra decking area. I decided on a wood roof for this one instead of the glass to provide a little bit of shade if you wanted to sit outside for dinner or something like that. And then I was just matching up the colours. I also added some tiles into the pool to make it look a little bit more exciting. And then I thought that I would add tiles all around the garden to make it seem more like it was all a patio with a tiny little grass patch. I thought that those tiles that I originally chose were absolutely hideous and didn't match the style of the house at all, so I changed it out for these more neutral colours. And then that little patch of grass that I left, I fill up with loads and loads of plants, made it super busy, and I think that it ended up looking really pretty. It's just loads and loads of greenery. I really like that the whole rest of the house is very clean and structured, and then you have this one patch of chaos with just plants growing everywhere. And now I'm starting to think about the floor plan a little bit. Put in some stairs to get down to the bottom floor, and then I start sectioning off where I think I want everything to go. So I thought this area could be the kitchen, which could then go out onto that decking that we made, which could be an eating area. And then I made this house have 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. I did almost forget a downstairs bathroom. You can see me just add in that little square off one of the bedrooms. I also decided that the kitchen area should be more open plan. I really like having open plan spaces in houses, and lots of windows in the kitchen. I like the idea of being able to look out into the garden as you're cooking. The colour scheme that I went for is black and white, very crisp and clean, which I think went well with the house. So you have more than enough to live in this kitchen. Microwave, sink. You can see me moving around the sink a lot because I think that you should have an empty counter space next door to the sink, as if that was where you were going to be piling up your dishes, which is why I moved that around. And yeah, a little trash can, obviously, very important. And I put an island in the middle as well for if you didn't want to eat outside. Maybe one day you can have an eating space indoors as well. So just tiling the floor now to section off the kitchen a little bit more, and using this light wood for the rest of the house. Now, this bathroom is really, really tiny. We just have a toilet and a sink in here. But that's okay because there's another bathroom upstairs. Again, I stuck with the black and white theme, with a little pop of blue in the towel and the shelves that I add in a second. There we go. And then we move on to the bedrooms. So for the bedrooms, I tried to keep everything quite neutral, quite generic. I was kind of imagining that this house would be a holiday villa. So if you've ever stayed in an Airbnb or something, usually the bedrooms are quite generic. There's not really much in there. They don't have much decoration or personality because obviously they're renting out to people. So that's where my head was at with these bedrooms. I've also never used curtains or blinds in a build before, ever, I don't think. So I decided to try them out this time. And to be honest, I can't really tell if I like it. I think that we definitely need more options because there's definitely just not enough. But I thought I'd give it a go, which is why I added those in. So the second bedroom, I tried to go for a bit of a darker theme, but I ended up deciding that I didn't like it, and I didn't think that it went with the room for some reason, so I changed it back to a lighter colour similar to the first bedroom. I also tried to keep the bedrooms quite similar in regards to what they had in them, like the furniture, because again, you're renting out this house, you want all the bedrooms to have the same stuff in them for your guests. So now upstairs, onto the living area. This is such a huge space. I got kind of lost with what to do with it. So first of all, we have the TV with a two-person sofa and a bookcase. And then outside, I added a chess table to get up that logic skill. And I also put in a desk and computer in this area as well. There's also an easel outside on the balcony to do some cute paintings of the surrounding area, which I thought would be really nice. And then this is kind of where I got a bit unsure of what else to put in this room. So I just did some little entranceway things, somewhere to hang your coat and put your shoes, a little welcome mat, and then that's where I stopped with that room. I just wasn't sure what to do with that space, so I decided to leave it and move on to the bathroom. And again, this bathroom is huge. So I thought it'd be really cool to have the bath in the middle as a grand centerpiece of the bathroom with a posh rug underneath. I also thought I'd do some cool counters for the sink. Have two sinks as well, which is always great. And yeah, just some little knickknacks in there as well. Some soap and some body wash stuff, everything that you need in the bathroom, obviously. And I add the classic toilet paper holder next to the toilet as well. Always need that. And this is where I start adding some more clutter around the rest of the house. So back to the kitchen, adding some cabinets of some decorative plates, some bottles of wine and some cutlery. Just things to make the home look a little bit more lived in, a little bit more real. I really like these cabinets actually. I don't think I've ever used those either. And of course, you've got to have plants around the house. So to add a bit more life to the house. And of course, the cooking books on top of the fridge. That's my favourite little touch to add to the houses. I also added some pictures, pictures around the house, paintings. I found these really nice wall hanging plates, which I thought looked really nice next to the cabinet. And I also add some big plants in the bedrooms. Nothing too crazy, just some generic artwork that I thought would look nice. Just to make sure that no walls were completely bare and everything looked like an actual home. I absolutely love this painting of the sloths. I think it's so funny, so I had to put that in somewhere. So yeah, basically the rest of the video is just me putting up more paintings for a while. And then eventually we do get to the outdoor area where I put a table and chairs, just a cute little dining area outside, and then some sofas and seating area around the pool as well. I also thought that the front of the house was a little bit plain and boring, so you'll see me add some plants underneath the windows as well. So now we'll be getting onto screenshots of the house in just a moment. So thank you very much for watching. You can download this house from the gallery. You can look up my username, which is KTMK1, or check out the links in the description. Hopefully I'll see you very soon in another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you very much. Bye.